Today's Farm Bureau Capital Conversation is with Senator Blake Johnson from Corning, serving District 20. How did being a farmer prepare you for serving on the Senate Agriculture Committee?
Well, with life experience, it helps in the decision-making process. You have to make decisions daily, and the decisions are the same in this process. You have to evaluate and really decide what's the best product or legislation that you can help the people of Arkansas with, that can make the best impact for farmers and agriculture producers and also the end product people. So that's kind of, being a farmer, it gives you a good background for the Agriculture Committee. And it's not always agriculture people are on that committee, and that's also good because it gives you a different mindset and a different thinking, different business interest, educational interest, and stuff like that. So it makes for a good committee whenever you got a good mix.
What legislation do you think helped agriculture the most this session?
There was protection with the Grain Owners Lien Act, and also 555, which licensing below the warehouse level and state warehouse level. That's some legislation that was passed for protection for the sellers, and it gives you a better mind of how many buyers there are in the market. So, that's something that hadn't been ever before. So I would say, as far as this session goes for agriculture, it was needed because of the Turner Grain situation, and it's a first step in that direction on a state level. There's federal protections under the warehouse laws, but this is a first step on a state level.
What was the biggest surprise to you about being in the legislature and going through a session?
The volume of legislation that you have to review for your committees, and for what that you're not involved with in committees that you have to review to get prepared for the next day's floor session. And the sheer volume of the legislation is the main thing. The politics is expected, but the volume that you have to prepare for was the biggest shock.
What's the most difficult vote you've made this session?
There's things that are difficult, and decision making is not, because like I said, we have to make those decisions daily whenever you're a producer. I make it based on my convictions and my faith and what the people who elected me to come and serve them. And once I make those decisions, they're made, they're not hard, and they're, seeing the perspective from the other side is also being introspective, and I think it's something that you'd have to do as a legislator. You can't just be one-track mind or one-sided. You've got to look at it from their perspective and then vote with your conscience. So I'm going to say, they're all decisions, and they're all difficult in their own way. And to put one above the other one, it all impacts somebody in my district and in the state. So I don't know that I would put one above any.
What do you enjoy most about being a senator?
Having a voice that for the average guy is my, I can interject some common sense through my life experience that I feel it was needed, and that's why I ran. And sometimes that has not always been, and I think it was needed in my case, and just wanted to a better representation of the people, and that's kind of what I bring is a broad life experience of work and education.